Obligatory podcast intro.
Hello and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 9 letters of the alphabet, we put them in a pack of cigarettes, we each draw a letter, and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his, he does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for these 2 comics. I got B.
So I got Young Terrorists, which is an amazing name for a comic book.
It's a brazen.
Yeah.
It's a brazen name for a comic book.
Because they used young. There were so many options for young. You know what I mean? It was Young Justice, Young... Dude, there was everything. Every combo of the word
That's
young
true.
has been done in comics. So they're like, Young Terrorists. We're just going to go with that.
That's different.
Yeah.
There probably wasn't a lot of young terrorists.
So it's barely the future from now 2025.
Okay.
And so it's a little bit further than now.
It's like 2027 in the future.
Way far off.
It's
distant.
It's like a year.
It's
Like
like
a
I
year and 4
have
months.
a trip planned after that.
I got tickets to a concert.
Yeah.
That's coming in
Got a
2027.
good deal because of how early I caught them.
Yeah, super.
You know
early.
you're getting old and you're like, I got such a good deal on those tickets.
Great deal. Great deal.
Early bird special.
Okay, so near future.
Near future, Young Terrorists.
Got it.
This is a Black Mask comic, which is really cool. I've read a few of them myself. I think I did one, maybe.
We've done one.
I had to have done one.
Maybe. Might be wrong.
I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Their covers are always dope. Their artist is always good. Their artist on this one is Amanke Nawelpan. Yeah, there we go.
Nailed it.
And the writer is Matteo Pizzolo. I've definitely heard of... I remember Matteo's name.
Yeah.
I didn't remember the Nawelpan guy's name, but he has...
We will now.
Yeah, he has been on stuff that I've seen before.
We'll
sure.
definitely remember it now.
That came out in 2015. It is I guess just technically 2 issue. No. I read 2 issues. The first issue is an 80-page ultimate size edition or whatever, and then the second one's probably like 3-ish. It's still long. Mm-hmm. It's still bigger than a normal comic.
So like
but
48 pages or more.
Something
Right.
like that. I picked it because I was like last minute. And I was like, 2 issues of something. Like I was like, cool. It'll be super quick and easy, and it ended up being like 4 issues basically.
Yeah, I've done that before too. Vault has a few where I'm like, it's only 3 issues, and then they're double
Giant
each
size,
one.
yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
all right.
they'll get you.
That's 6.
So the art in this by Noel Pan is amazing. He's done a few other Black Mask ones that I really like. The Black Mask kind of has their own style.
Yeah.
Really dark.
I haven't done it enough to like pick up on the style yet, but if we continue to, I would start to see it.
They use a lot of black for sure, which isn't a style, but that's just something that I've noticed over it. A lot
and
of
it
shading.
goes with the name.
Right.
Like, listen, you make it black, okay? It's Black
part
Mask.
Of a friggin' name.
I don't want no colorful fairy tale bullshit over here at Black Mask. All right?
So this near future, there is a terrorist organization, which I didn't catch the name in it. They definitely aren't out there being like, this is the name of the organization.
Listen, they probably wouldn't have a cool name anyway.
So they're just the terrorists, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The terrorists have a really good point in this world, but also they're absolutely batshit just as crazy as the government or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's on I don't think the writer and stuff realize that. I think they're like, yeah, we're obviously like... Everybody can completely identify with these terrorists. They're infallible. All their logic is perfect.
Yeah.
And like you realize that one of the main ideas of the comic is that they've killed like 20 people to do a raid on a factory farm. So they're like ultra vegans. They're like animal rights activists to the ultra
So they can go
extreme.
kill everyone and free the animals?
Yeah, but they've had to kill like all these people before they even got to free the animals.
Hey man, with Ghost Recon, I had to do the same thing.
So that becomes important later, and I'll bring it up at the end.
Okay.
So we start out, we have a assassination of a really important guy. His name is Solomon. He is a part of the conglomerate of evil. So not the young terrorists.
Okay.
So this is like the New
The
World
bad
Order.
guys.
They have actual real names for the groups, like Black whatever, Red Shield and blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Black Tower, whatever. And he's part of one of those groups. you think he's assassinated by the young terrorist, but he's not. He's actually assassinated by another one of the black groups, another part of the government, maybe.
Okay.
Or somebody. So there's a bunch of players.
Separate branch.
Yeah, there's all these different players in this story,
Okay.
which makes it really complicated. So we have our main people, the young terrorists, and then we'll just do the New World Order, which is all the bad guys.
All of them, but then a separate branch.
They have different separate branches. It doesn't really matter too much.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. So he gets assassinated, and that swings into action the entire storyline.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter's name is Sarah, spelled S-E-R-A.
Oh, cool.
So I guess Sarah.
Yeah.
It's pronounced just Sarah. She is like pretty much the main character. There's like two main characters, but she's the one we start out with.
Okay.
We see what happens to her. Her dad gets killed. She gets kidnapped basically by the government. She's like tortured and maimed, trained kind of, and then she gets captured by the terrorists now. Eventually she escapes the bad guys or becomes part of the terrorist group.
Okay.
And she's not the top leader of the terrorist group, but somehow this chick that just got freed and had nothing to do with the terrorist group is walked in as like a really like a general, like the equivalent of like a general, it seems like, into this comic.
Okay.
So I realized in this comic, it's not worried about specifics or like facts or like, you know what I mean? It's more of a feeling and like a message more than, that those helicopters shouldn't gotten there because they didn't take off from the base in time. Like specifics, it's not like that.
It's like 80s action movie.
Kinda. The logic doesn't need a track in this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're a detective now. Okay, cool. Thank you.
So the fact she busts into the terrorist group and she's like a leader doesn't matter. That's how this whole comic goes. Don't take anything serious. This comic doesn't take anything serious. Nothing. People are naked constantly for no reason. And it only gets commented on like once or twice. And it's constantly happening.
What's the comment like?
Like they were like,
the one guy, are people naked?
The guy goes, he wakes up and he's naked. And he's like, hey, where are my clothes? And she was like, you can wear my underwear if you want. Because there's no clothes right there for some reason.
Yeah.
And then he's just kind of naked for a minute. And then eventually he gets clothes a few minutes later. But it's like, but it keeps happening. He wakes up okay, I'm going to bring this up now because I won't bring it up. They overuse the knocked out and wake up in a new situation trope way too much in this. It happens multiple times.
Yeah, more than once is you're probably not doing it
silly.
right.
It's silly.
Yeah,
it gets
too
silly.
much.
And he's naked each time. So this other character that I keep referring to, his name's Caesar. He's the other main character. So it's Sarah and Caesar. And he keeps getting knocked out and waking up naked places. Never makes sense why he's naked. He actually asked about it one time, and she said, one of the other ladies, her name is Jessie. Jessie, he says, why do I keep waking up naked? And she says, because I'm the one who keeps putting you to sleep.
Okay.
And then that's it. They don't. What does that mean, Matt? Do you know what that means?
It doesn't matter, Adam. It's
just a vibe, right?
She's doing it.
It's her.
No reason why. Just
bro.
That's the answer.
Yeah. So like, it's either a really bad answer, or it's supposed to be mysterious, or it's supposed to be funny. I don't know.
Supposed to make you think.
I guess I don't know, but like they mention that, and then other times they're like on a mission, and one of the like main muscle is just hanging out in assless chaps. But if you're not wearing anything under assless chaps, that means they're frontless chaps too, because chaps don't have a front.
Yeah,
either.
they're just covering the
legs.
Basically.
They only cover the legs. So he's just like chilling, naked in assless chaps on an important mission,
hanging dong.
Yeah, and then it's just weird. In this comic, they revel in naked people. So like it's a vibe. Like the vibe is naked people.
Yeah,
a lot, and it's sometimes it's sexual and sometimes it's not.
Okay, you like what you like, I guess.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say any of it's really even in that poor of taste, because it's not like up close crotch shot. It's not like that. It's like, oh, this person's naked, and then they're standing sideways, so you're not seeing a straight on shot. It's more important that they are naked than you see them naked.
I was thinking, is it more obscene in the world? Is it more like people like, why are you naked? Or they just kind of...
It seems hella chill in this world. Like, extra chill. Like, it's 5 years in the future and people just hang dong.
It's like, oh, cool. Hey, what's up?
But like I said, no, the one guy wakes up and he's like...
Congratulations, bro. Walking past. Nice, dude. Fist
dong. Bro, dong.
Awesome. Fist bump.
Dong, dude.
Look at what I'm working with over here. No?
So I'm going to say it now. I'm doing like the huge bullet points on this comic. I'm not really getting into the nitty gritty of the story, more just the crazy world that it inhabits and the things that happen in it.
You shouldn't have told him
And
that.
you'll notice,
I'm
though.
going to cut it all. I'm cutting all that.
So we see Sarah join the young terrorists, and then we see Caesar join the young terrorists. We see a big buildup of his life before he joins the young terrorists.
Caesar?
He had a pretty shitty upbringing, and then right before
Who hasn't?
he had a string of bad luck before he joined the young terrorists. So he's at like a low point. So they kind of recruit him like a cult. They do it like a cult. They're like love bomb him and like tease him and like do all cult tactics on him, and they get him to join the cult. And it's Sarah that gets him to join the cult.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They get your friend. Yeah,
they get a chick.
I've been a cult member and a leader before.
One was way better than the other.
Oh yeah,
bet you won't guess which was which.
Yeah, I won't tell.
So Sarah is like a Billy badass now. She was just a normal college chick, whatever, a year ago, maybe less even. Now she's scarred up, like literally like scarred up like real quick. She's in she has like a dreadlock mohawk.
Oh,
That's
shit.
hard to say. That's a really weird.
Dreadlock mohawk. Mohawk.
Dreadhawk. She's
Dreadhawk.
got a dreadhawk.
Dreadhawk mohawk.
No, just dreadhawk.
Dreadhawk.
She's got a dreadhawk.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Yes, you are. So she's like badass now. She's recruiting people, and she's able to do missions that she chooses.
Yeah, why is she scarred up? Is she a cutter?
Whenever she was getting tortured by the government, when she got captured first time off, she got tortured by the government, and which made her a hard ass in that short period of time.
Yeah, she been training.
She'd been training. She got badass being tortured, and then whenever she joined the young terrorists, they did training and stuff.
Oh, okay. So she is a badass.
She is a badass, but like I said, it's crazy short period of time. Like, I don't understand how everything
I will turn
you
into a badass in a month and a half.
Like I said, it doesn't dwell on like
doesn't seem
realistic time frames or whatever. So we see that in this world, there's people that are kind of like superheroes, but it's not really commented on at all.
What?
So people have like powers and stuff. One of the people, Jessie, she has the power. Okay, stay with me here. She creates mushroom-based clones of herself, and she has them do porn, and she transmits that porn on like basically like TV, kind of like the future equivalent of TV, and people pay for it, and she gets power from that. Not like electrical power, but like mojo, juju power.
Power from gooning?
From people gooning to her.
Yeah.
And she says even though that they're gooning to shroom versions of her, because they look like her.
Counts.
It still counts. She makes a point of that.
Does it look like tall mushrooms banging each other?
No, they look exactly like women.
Oh, yeah.
They just are women.
She's getting power from goonage.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And she tells somebody that. She tells Caesar that, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird." And then that's it. Like, they don't.
That's it.
He's not like, "Oh, well, explain, please," or anything. He's just like, "Oh, okay." Whatever.
So she got money then. She's making some money.
So she's part of the young terrorist group.
That's where they get their funding, probably.
That is one of the ways. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they make a lot of money somehow. Because the people they go up against are literally trillionaires. So they have to have some backing. So part of this comic is being off-grid. That's what Caesar gets offered by Sarah. We can make you off-grid because this is the future. They got like facial recognition everywhere. They got your file on. Everybody's got your file, and she's talking about erasing your file somehow.
Delete it.
Yeah, and so that's how they get Caesar to go along with their crazy plans that they go along with. Their crazy plans that they tell Caesar, that they tell Caesar, are that they're going to raid a giant factory farm where they're mistreating animals and this and that. And the missions that have to take place for that to happen are obviously over the scope of what it would take to go to a factory farm. It's like deep level fucking black hat hacking. And like just crazy spy
to
craft
go shoot up a
to
farm.
go break up a farm. And like immediately I'm like, what? But this comic doesn't need to make sense. So I like write it off. I'm like, okay. But then you find out, not relatively quickly, but before the end, that no, it's not. They're not just raiding a factory farm. There's way more to it than that.
Okay. Makes
Sarah's
sense.
brother, who is the son of the guy who got assassinated a year ago or whatever, his name was Solomon, is kidnapped, and his sister Sarah is getting like ransom notes and shit sent to her, or like basically ransom notes, and they kidnapped her brother or whatever.
Same person, people that kidnapped her, right?
Probably.
Okay.
They don't say for sure, but yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to get her brother, and she thinks her brother's there at the factory farm. So that's why they're actually going through all this crazy effort.
Okay, so more than just going to shoot it up.
Yes, I thought they were like, because that's how they play it.
Seems like
they make you want to seem like these people are insane.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all the other stuff they're talking about is like real world. They're getting controlled by the government, and like child trafficking and all this like terrible shit, and then they're like, put that aside while we go get this farm. We gotta really fuck up this farm. And I was like, what? But no, it was just that. It's just part of. They're just saying factory farming is bad, like all these other things, which is fine. I actually agree with that. Factory farming.
I don't like any of this. Actually,
terrible.
I disagree. I completely disagree. I don't like any of this.
I love the government.
I don't know where this is going.
I love the government.
They need help.
Any decision they make is the right decision.
They're always right. That's why they're the government.
They're never wrong.
Never.
So,
despite being human,
yeah,
never wrong.
Never wrong. Infallible, you would say.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that plus a million storylines I didn't tell are all in the first comic. Like all that world building, all that crazy amount of story, which was way more detailed in the actual telling of it. So it kind of sounds like I'm ragging on this comic and then also glazing it at the same time, which is accurate. It's an accurate description. Parts of this comic had me like, fuck yeah, this comic is hilarious. It's funny on purpose. It's not, oh, it's accidentally funny when someone's being completely sincere. It's obvious he's being cartoonish in the way these people act and whatnot. So it's very funny. The situations are absolutely outrageous. Like the waking up naked everywhere all the time. Just and then the second time he wakes up naked and he walks into the next room and there's a giant orgy going on in the next room.
Sweet.
So like he's not wrong. This is some weird shit.
He's like I gotta pee first.
Excuse me.
I'll be right back. I just woke up. I'll be right back.
I need a cigarette. And then, I swear, I'll be right back.
Where'd he go? He's taking a piss and having a cigarette.
He might chug some water.
He'll be back.
Some Gatorade or some water, maybe.
Come in with a big glass of Sunny Delight or something.
Dribbling down your chin.
All right.
All right, let's do this. You do a little clap.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning, starshine.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I wouldn't mind.
It's a sick-ass morning.
Waking up, yeah.
Chugging some Gatorade, having a cigarette, and hopping in on the orgy.
Yeah. You're in the middle of it, and you're like, oh, my stomach. I'll be right back.
I knew I should have sat first.
So is that your whole comic?
No, I'm telling a little more.
Okay.
So that's the main setup. And then, I was like, I wonder if they're going to finish, because that was a one comic that was 80 pages, and they were saying the second comic was going to be normal length. It's not normal length. It's longer than normal length. Okay. So they pack in a lot into the second one. I'm not going to even get close to finishing it because it's pointless, and you read it. It's worth a read. I'll tell you that. Black Mask in general is a cool company. Yeah, I might not agree with everything those people personally think and say. That doesn't matter. I like comic books. They make comic books.
Yeah. That's as far as it goes right there.
So I like their comic books. It's cool.
They make cool comic books. We like cool comic books.
Yeah, so but I love their art. I love that dark sensibility. A lot of inking to it. A lot of shadow. I love it. So to wrap up the end of this comic, they assault the factory farm. Crazy shit happens in between. They end up at a border. And there's a bunch of commentary on immigration and the border. So
both comics all are building up to just the farm,
assaulting the factory farm.
Yes. Yeah. Attacking the farm.
Yeah.
That's what it builds up to. That's
all we've been talking about.
That's the plot, technically.
The background is that the terrorists are beefing with the New World Order, and the New World Order factions are beefing with each other.
And then the young terrorists.
And the terrorists.
And they're superheroes.
And there's some reason they're superheroes.
They do mushroom porn.
So this last one I'm going to talk about, this is the first like proper superhero we see. Caesar gets teamed up with this chick. I didn't write down her name, which was dumb. It was a weird name. They get sent into the factory farm together. Mm-hmm. So he's really important for the whole factory farm saga. And you don't know why exactly. They've hinted that there's a reason why he's important for this factory farm plan. Okay. So he gets it sent in with a superhero chick. She can like mold her body like Plastic Man. She can shoot like laser beam burst things from her arms. She has like one
from
or two.
From her arms?
Like from her hand. Just shoot out of her hand. She has a few other powers. And then this isn't her power, but one of the Jessie, the mushroom chick, she made pigeons that had some super virus that when they flew near you, they gave you a virus and killed you. So they used those pigeons in the assault of the factory farm. Because nice. Like I said, it's not two farmers at a factory farm. It's a black site. It's an underground.
Industrial complex.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like all sorts of mercenaries and shit. So, like, they assault him with all these fucking birds and shit, and you're like...
That's cool.
You're like, what the fuck? Because they mentioned the birds earlier. Yeah. It's like a throwaway line earlier with the birds. You're like, what? The birds have the plague? Like, H1N? What is happening with the birds? But then the birds come into play at the end. They assault the factory farm, and then they get in there, and they realize the brother's not there. He's not there. They don't know if he's even been there or not. They're not exactly sure. Oh, she also has like nanites. She can turn her body into partial nanites, and the superhero chick, and go into people and explode their body from the inside with nanites.
Oh, shit.
So she's ultra powerful. And he's like, kind of like, oh, this is crazy. And that's it. He's not like, this is Superman. Like, what the fuck? Why is this person so powerful? Are they a government test? Are you born like that? Are you an alien? Why are you this powerful? No. Factory farm.
Fuck you.
Factory farm. Cows, bro. We're going to save these fucking cows.
We got to save the cows.
So while they're in there, Caesar starts realizing, what? They're trying to look for somebody? I thought we were supposed to just free these cows. Like, what's going on? That's when he finds out they're actually there looking for Sarah's brother. And that the whole reason he got brought, this entire storyline, was to be used as a scapegoat. They were going to knock him out at the end and have him wake up again.
Oh, what? Really?
This was going to be the third or fourth time in this story that he gets knocked out and wakes up from something.
The chick that said she was doing it.
That keeps doing it. Yeah.
Wow.
So they're like, they kind of tell him that. They're like, the shit goes wrong and like he won't listen, whatever. Somebody tells him, they're like, shut the fuck up, idiot. You're just the scapegoat. Like, you're not important. The reason you're important is for us to get away with it. He's like, that's not going to work. They're not going to believe I was in charge of this and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no, that's not the point of a scapegoat. Yeah. They don't actually believe you did it.
They just have you.
They just have somebody and they explain the point of a scapegoat.
You know what I would have done? I would have had a better plan. I would have made a plan where I didn't need a scapegoat.
Not in trouble at all. They just seem, everybody in this is an asshole.
And they seem kind of dumb, too.
Everyone's dumb and a big asshole. No one's nice to anybody. If anybody pretends to be nice to somebody else, it's because they're being selfish and they want something from them. So they knock him out so he can wake up, and he gets wake up in the possession of the government again.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, oh, that's the end. That's wrapped up. They couldn't find her brother. Like, it'll pick up in the next one.
Yeah.
The end of it is they drop him off. He gets picked up by the government. He's in possession of the government, and it works. He's scapegoated, and then they leave, and now they're trying to plan their next attack and figure out where her brother is. So it does end where you'd think it ends.
Hey, they're just going to be out there doing their stuff.
Thing now. Yeah, exactly. So it's a pretty standard wrap-up. But it was a cop out. You know what I mean? Like it all built up to some kind of cool shit. And I was like, oh man, this is like some crazy shit. And I learned actually what's kind of going on and whatnot. And then they're like, nah, it's a setup. It's like a pitch again. You know, I always say these short ones, they just feel like a pitch for something bigger.
It's like a pitch. Feel kind of like aimless.
Yeah.
Aimless.
Yeah. So that's
aimless.
The downside of this comic.
Right. But you said it's full of cool shit.
Full of cool shit. If you're not worried about, you know, continuity and
explanation,
logic. And I know I missed things where there was logic that I didn't pick up on. So don't get me wrong. There's definitely parts where I didn't pick up something here or there. But yes, it's not worried about that. It's worried about vibe. It's worried about look. The art is absolutely amazing. The Noel Plan.
Yeah, let me see it.
It's really dark, like I said. The faces in this are intense and well done.
I see that.
I really like the faces in this. They're not crazy different. Like each person's face isn't like oh my god, that they could draw 100 faces and they'd all be different. No, it's not like that. But if they're a different race, you can tell somebody's supposed to be.
They're well done.
They're very well done.
I mean, look at that.
Expressive.
She's falling from a helicopter, or plane, or drone
with a jetpack. Yeah,
and a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a gun.
It's just a gun,
but she's just screaming her head off. Yeah, pretty intense.
Yeah, that's done.
The
Dreadhawk.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. So the faces look perfect.
Okay, yeah, there we
go.
go.
So very expressive faces, which is what you need in this comic book.
The faces are nice, very well done.
Yeah, the art in this is top notch. 2 thumbs up on the art for sure. So yeah, like I said, if you don't take shit seriously, read this comic.
You know the bird thing. There's a lady in actual history who was the queen of a country, I'm assuming, and another country killed her husband, and they started beefing. But she was like, "Hey, don't worry about it." And she goes to that country and to the king, and talks to him. Is like, "Hey, don't trip. I just want a gift." And they go, "What do you want?" And she says, "Give me all your birds." Wow. So they gave her every single bird that everyone they could find and that they had, and they took her home. They took all the birds home and they put little like coals or something that will start a fire. The birds were released and they went straight home, and she burned the whole city down.
Yeah, it's sick.
My comic is called Bottled.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming it's written and drawn. Artist is Chris Gooch. This is a Gooch joint.
It's not a funny name at all.
No, nothing funny about it. The only name on there is Chris Gooch.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. This is a Top Shelf Productions comic.
Ooh, that means it's good.
It came out in 2017. It is an imprint of IDW. I just read that in the fine text here.
Nice.
So this comic starts off with a little box. Oh, real quick. The art is tricolor. It is red, white, and black only. That's all you get.
Okay.
So I say it's a red box. It's red to us. Could be a yellow box. I don't know. Starts with a box. And you see hands going into the box, and it pulls out this little Swiss Army knife. And now it shows this girl, Jane. She is our main character. She is talking to her boyfriend, Ben, the other main character. She's asking him, if I gained 10 pounds, would you still love me? If I had 6 fingers... And he's like, yeah, you're beautiful. I do it. I don't care. You could have 7 fingers. Anyway, it cuts to Jane. She's at dinner with her parents, and apparently they're having trouble. The mom is like, why do you have to say Asian like that? He's like, I'm just saying that I think there's a lot of people that think Asian fashion is weird. God, Steve, you're doing it again. So they're beefing Jane, their daughter, and I believe Steve is her stepdad. Because she calls him Steve the whole time.
Steve.
So she's like, can we just leave it, please? Like, stop all of this, please? Thank you. Good. Thank you. And the mom says, are we watching Doctor Who tonight? And Steve says, oh, no, I gotta work late at the office again. Probably tomorrow night, too. Jane says, oh, you've been working late a lot, What's going on? Well, it's Bill's birthday tomorrow. Well, Bill had a going away party last week. You remember that? It's like, it's a different Bill. Whatever. So the mom just says, okay, I guess I'm watching Doctor Who alone tonight. The dad is talking shit. We can't all live off your mother. They get into it. Just don't stop. Go do your barbecue or whatever the hell. I'll watch Doctor Who by myself. Mm-hmm. Jane pipes up and says, hey, me and Ben are going to see a house. And the mom says, oh, yeah, that was at 8. She says, no, it's at 7. He's actually on his way here now. She goes outside. It shows the mom and the dad just sitting there in an empty room. And I can only assume it's just absolutely quiet.
Okay.
All you can hear is the kangaroos hopping outside and the giant spiders crawling on the wall.
Skittering around.
Yeah, exactly. It shows Ben in his bed. He gets a text from Jane that says, hey, I can't stand to be around them right now. Come pick me up now. And he says, okay. They're in the car, and she basically says, listen, I know Steve is cheating. He's such a piece of shit, and my mom's not going to do anything about it. She's not even going to say anything. She's just waiting for him to leave her. And Ben, being the dude, is just, damn, that sucks. And she gets mad at him for that. And he's like, what's wrong? And she's like, I just got to get out of here. I got to leave. I got to get out of here. So they are going to see a house, right? Now this guy opens the door, says, oh, it's Jane. Yeah, come in. So they're walking around. He goes, watch this step. All this is Rowan stuff. He was meant to pick it up months ago. We didn't part on the best of terms. So it's like leaking roof. And he's like, is the roof leaking? He's like, yeah, but we're also having trouble with central heating too. So Ben, the boyfriend, gets distracted by this really bad painting of a lion. And the guy goes, oh, yeah, that's mine. I'm like really into lions. Anyway, he's like, this is the room. And look at this shot. I'm really into lions.
Oh, my God.
This guy's funny. Hey, he shows him the room. Hey, it's real small. I'm living in there now, but if you move in, just keep it clean. Here's the living room. That's pretty much it. She sees a typewriter and she goes, oh, your roommate is a writer. And she picks up the paper and it says, she took the blunt away from her lips and blew smoke into my eyes. Slowly, we began to undress each other. And she just goes, oh, and puts it down. He's like, yeah, he's pretty much a genius. Anyway, rent is $600, tells him the price. And she freaks out like, I can afford the rent. It's the down payment of like $1,000 and 2 months rent.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't.
Ridiculous crap.
Yeah. And he says, I can't. She's saying, I can't do that right now. Like, give me time. Do I have time? Well, one of Harry's awful friends, the roommate, he wants her to move in, but she's a fucking terrible person.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be around her. So I'll hold off just a week. That's like basically all you get. Let me know as soon as you can. So she bounces out. Now she is truly wanting this room. She loves it.
Even though it's shitty?
She lives with a writer. It's a nice room. It's her own room. She lives with her parents.
Oh, I forgot the parents.
Yeah, she lives with her parents.
Okay.
Ben probably lives with his parents, so they would be together.
That's why.
Even though it's a small room, you still have the house.
Yeah, true.
But that room is yours.
Yeah.
And they would just be together in theirs. I'm assuming they're there. And also she's saying like her parents they always fight. The dad's a piece of shit cheater, and the mom is just a apathetic... Just a husk.
She's just yapper.
She just chills around the house watching Doctor Who, while she's getting cheated on.
Yeah.
And the dad's a piece of shit. So, yeah, I know why she'd want to move out.
I get it now.
The dude tells her, hey, hurry up with your decision. Now, it cuts to another girl. Now, her name is Natalie. She's dressed nice. She's on a plane. She's sitting there on her phone, and the stewardess comes up and says, hey, can you turn off your electrical equipment? And she says, sorry, what? And then it just cuts away from her.
Oh, okay.
It's Jane and Ben. They are talking about the house. She's expressing how much she really wants it. And he's like, I mean, I've got my savings, but how are we going to get the rest? And she's like, oh, it's going to be fine. I'll figure something out. So they start kissing and she goes, ew. And he says, what's wrong? And she goes, I touched that gross thing on your back. And he goes, it's just a mole. And then they show it. And she says, it looks like a strawberry with like little hair coming out of it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, gross, man. Stop. Yeah. Like, stop messing with it. So they start kissing. Now he is giving her cunnilingus.
Oh, nice word.
I had to look up. Fellatio is only men. Yeah. Cunnilingus is only women.
Yeah.
So he's giving her fellatio. And she seems to be enjoying it.
He's giving her cunnilingus.
That was the joke, Adam. He's giving her cunnilingus, and she's enjoying it, but she's thinking about the house. And then you see her face change and like skew up because she's like, where am I going to get this money? So I guess immediately stops enjoying it.
Yeah.
The stewardess on the plane now is looking super pissed. Look at this lady's face.
Oh, damn. It's like simple art, so it's not real detail, but they really made
There's
sure.
so much detail in that face right there.
He made sure to tell on her face.
And she's like, miss, it is our policy to turn your shit off.
Yeah.
Everyone's safety, please do it. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. I must have forgot. And I know I'm like categorizing, but she's totally one of those women.
Yeah.
It's the comment
Yeah.
or a comic. She's one of those type of people, not women.
Yeah.
Let me say, I guess bougie, fake bougie, not,
Yeah.
or even real bougie, just bougie.
Yeah.
You know? And then, one more time, they go heavy detail on her face. Look right here in the corner. So very, very mad.
It's almost like in like One Punch Man, where the rest of the art is original One Punch Man, and then when she's mad, it's anime.
They'll make a goofy face. That's exactly what it looks
Yeah.
like. Very, very good. It shows the plane, and it's a bunch of sex sounds from Jane and Ben. And she gets a call, and it's from Natalie, and she says, hey, my plane's like landing 3 hours earlier, so be there to pick me up. So
Jesus.
Jane is pissed because she has to get up at like 8 a.m. now because
Yeah.
apparently that's tough for her. And they're talking shit about Natalie. Ben doesn't like her. It's like she's the most self-centered person I've ever met. She's annoying. The whole time she's going to be talking about how great was her time in Tokyo. And, oh, she's just not your normal 22-year-old girl. And they're like laughing about it
Yeah.
and kind of because they were having sex, the phone rang and she stopped and she's like, I'm pissed. And I don't want to do anything. And he's like, hey, you think you could finish me off?
Yeah.
And she goes, do it yourself. So she wakes up. She's at the kitchen table just looking rough. Like she has to get up at 3 a.m, bro. Like it's 8. It's freaking 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Even if she has to leave at 8, it's still only 6:37. Come on.
Yeah.
She's talking to her mom. Her mom's bitching that Steve doesn't know how to load the dishwasher. So she's at the airport. She's circling the pickup part. And she's like, I don't see you, Natalie. I don't see you. All I see is some skinny goth chick. She goes, yeah, that's me. I dyed my hair. She goes, oh, you just look different. I'm pulling in now.
Yeah.
So they're at a bar or club or something. There's a shit ton of people ass to elbows all drinking right now. My understanding was she picked her up at 8 or 10 in the morning.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering too.
So they're sitting there drinking. How'd you two meet? Talking to someone. And they say, we're old friends. We met at uni, like 3 years ago. Oh, it feels like a long time ago.
They have colleges in Australia? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Education there.
No, I didn't think
It's not
so.
just no. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I heard. So yeah, the Natalie's like, it feels like such a long time ago, at least for me. I've just done so much.
Oh my god.
So they're in Jane's car. They're driving her back, and they're trying to talk to each other. She's telling her how amazing Tokyo was with like this obviously practice answer. Oh, the people were amazing. It was difficult not to get swept away with the crowds. She said, oh, they're so image conscious over there, and it's just great to live in that environment. Jane tries to say something. She interrupts her. Oh, you go. No, never mind. So Natalie invites her to like an industry party with a bunch of people she's modeled with. And that is what she is. She is a model.
Yeah.
And a very famous or newly famous up and coming model. I'll just tell you now.
Okay.
So she's like, hey, there's a lot of good networking. I want to go. You should come. So they drop her off at home and she says, you want to come in for coffee? And Jane says, no, I got stuff to do. Oh, you got to work? No, just a thing. Bye. And she bounces. It shows Natalie walk into her nice hotel. They say, hey, you coming to the party? She says, yeah. She says, pick me up tonight. Pick me up at 8 p.m. So they were at a club or something.
Yeah.
This is like midday.
Yeah.
And now she's getting dropped off from the airport still. Hasn't been to her hotel yet. And she's saying, come pick me up at 8 p.m.
God damn.
So,
Nobody sleeps?
Right? She walks into her hotel room and they make this like real cool shot of her standing there looking out of her window. And it's now at the party. It's late. It's at nighttime. She gets visited by, Natalie gets visited by her friend Elliot. They have worked together before. He's hanging out with this guy named Charles Lakes, and Natalie freaks out. So he's like, yeah, you want to come meet him? I can introduce you. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I can totally do it.
Yeah.
So Natalie's like, hey, Jane, I'll be back in 10 minutes. She's gone for a very long time.
Yeah.
She shows back up to Jane, and she's super wasted. And it shows this flashback of Jane talking to her mom about buying the place, renting the spot. And it's just the mom telling her, we've already lent you a bunch of money. Mm-hmm. You already owe us a shit ton, and we can't let you borrow money anymore. It's just too much. We can't help you. And Jane kind of like, damn, well, that sucks. And she tells her, I'm happy to have you at home whenever you want to be here. So you can stay as long as you want. Yeah. Which, fucking do that.
Yeah.
Don't go buy your own. Live with your parents.
Well, just save up for a while.
Yeah.
I know it sucks ass, but just keep saving up.
Fuck what everyone says. Live with your parents. Stash your money.
See if you can figure out how to get a separate entrance. Or like a wall where there wasn't a wall before. That's serious. You sound like a joke.
Wall it off. Make it your own.
See, it sounds like I'm making a joke. It's not. It really could save save your deal, man.
Yeah. Also, your ass can't afford a fucking house.
No. Afford a baby gate or something to keep yourselves away from each other.
Baby gate's up, Dad.
Hey,
go away.
I have a girl over. Baby gate's up.
Baby gate. I even put a sock on the doorknob, Dad. So Jane is pissed. She's texting Ben. This bitch fucking ditched me. I've just been sitting here for like an hour. This is messed up. I can't believe she'd abandoned me like that. Man, these people are so like dangerously skinny. I hate it here. This place sucks. So Natalie comes and finds her, and she is wasted. Like, she's like doing the hiccup thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, Jesus, Natalie, how much did you drink? She's like, a few. They're watching the fireworks, and it's Natalie and Elliot making out, and Jane is just right beside them, looking just livid, bro.
Uh-huh.
So they're messing around. Natalie gets sick. She goes to throw up, and Jane is at the bar by herself. She gets a call from Natalie's phone, and it's the Elliot dude being like, hey, Nat's like throwing up. I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Can you come take care of her?
That's
so I'm going to leave it in your hands. You got this, right? He leaves the phone on the floor next to Natalie, and he bounces.
That's funny.
Jane's like, really is this a joke? What the fuck?
That's really good.
So she gets her in the car, gets her home. Natalie is wasted. She's like, I have to tell you something. When you and Ben were fighting a long time ago, I kind of hooked up with him. We did stuff like just kissing and touching, nothing big, but it's been killing me, and I should tell you, I feel bad. Like,
God damn.
It's so long, but y'all are so good now. It's not a big deal. Like, she's like, we're cool, right? We're cool.
Yeah.
Like, right? We're cool. So Jane is like thinking, I'm so done. I am so fucking done. Fuck both of them. It's like, both of you. So I got to get out of here. So she's like, Natalie, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I don't want to be around you right now. So she goes in the bathroom, and Natalie is hugging the toilet, covered in puke, puke all over the toilet and the floor. And Jane is like, oh my God, you got it everywhere. So she takes her clothes off. It's like, I'm going to go get you new clothes. Just wait here. She walks out. She's looking out of the window, the nice view where it showed Natalie earlier. Jane is now standing there doing the same thing. And she hears a thud. So when she goes in the room, Natalie is now laying in her puke, butt naked. Just a really bad scene. And Jane lifts her phone up and starts taking pictures. Natalie is having a dream. She's butt naked, and there's just a bunch of knives floating around her. And she holds up her hand, and one goes straight through her hand. Straight through it.
Yeah.
Like she's intangible, floats right through it.
It's hot.
She wakes up. She looks at her phone immediately, and it says, new text from unknown number. Hey, cutie, last night was fun. Alarm starts going off. She calls Jane. Jane is like, hey, Natalie, what's up? Hey, this is embarrassing. I need to ask you what happened last night. I literally can't remember anything. She's like, haha, you were always like that at uni. Yeah, you ditched me pretty early, like around 10.
Aww.
But it's all good. I had a great time anyway. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Jane. I feel like a jerk. I'm so sorry. It's like, but actually, I think I might have hooked up with someone. She finds a condom that has been used and tied in a knot, and goes, oh, how do you remember? She goes, no, I just found like evidence of it. So she ask what I'm thinking it was Elliot. I introduced you, right? And Jane says briefly, he's a model. I did some work with him. I thought maybe he was over here. She goes, I got to shoot with him on Saturday. And Jane says, oh yeah, today. So Nat is like, fuck. Oh, popping pills, drinking water, getting all dressed up. She gets another text from the unknown number. It says, hey, are you ignoring me? Mm-hmm. She's taking her medicine. She's in the car. She's rolling out. Now, Jane is driving. She's going back to the house, and she finds the nerdy guy who likes lions. Uh-huh. And she goes in, and all this is her just like begging, like, please, listen, I have $1,000 right here. Mm-hmm. I will get you the rest in 1 week. And he's like, man, I don't know. The other chick wanted to move in, and Harry, the writer, is there. And he goes, hey, what do you think? He goes, honestly, I really don't care at all. Yeah. And he's just like, I can't write my novel. It's been months, man. Uh-huh. She's like, oh, you're a writer? He's like, pretty much, I guess. At least I was. Mm-hmm. So convinces the nerdy guy to wait on her. Think of this as a down payment. I'll get you the rest in a week. Mm-hmm. The guy doesn't care. So he goes, okay, only for 1 week. So Natalie is now at her photo shoot. The little publicist person or whoever is going over, hey, make sure you talk about that story where you got lost. When they're going to ask you how Tokyo was, make sure you talk about that. Mm-hmm. Going over everything. Natalie is steadily getting texts. Hey, you better not be ignoring me from this unknown number. Yeah. So they're out there. It's her and Elliot. They're doing a photo shoot. She's asking Elliot, hey, did we hook up last night? He says, no. Mm-hmm. You were really that drunk you don't remember anything? She's like, no, you aren't texting me? And he goes, no, I don't even have your number like that. I don't know. You don't remember anything? No, not at all. He says, you want to go get a coffee after this? So they're getting their pictures taken. It's a weird shot where they focus on it, where they're like, Natalie, can you open your mouth a little wider? A little more. Perfect. And then it just shows her mouth and them taking pictures of it. Mm-hmm. Really weird. Uh-huh. So she has 10 text messages now. And it says, Natalie, I thought last night was good. Why aren't you responding? Fine. Fuck you.
So wait, she didn't respond at all to this?
She hasn't been responding. Okay. Nope. She's just been reading them. So it says, what? You think you're too good for me? You think you're great? I know what you really are. You don't want to fuck with me. So another woman is speaking to her, and it still says, still ignoring me? Fine. Say, hey, can you come over here, please? They're talking about her and Elliot. Mm-hmm. Elliot's going to hang back to go over answers for their interview, which is what they're about to go do. So it's actually on a TV show and stuff. So they're basically prepping them. After this photo shoot, they're going to do the interview. Uh-huh. And she gets another text that says, you're really going to regret this. Steve and Jane's mom, don't know her name, they're fighting real bad. There, you can see the dude's mouth just like spitting up stuff. Mm-hmm. Jane and Ben are in the bed, and Ben is trying to touch on her, and she's like, don't put your arms on me. I don't want to be touched. Basically tells them, listen, Natalie told me about the two of you. Oh, yeah. Fuck you. I forgot about that. And she was like, what do you think if I cheated on you, what would we do? He was like, I don't know. I'd probably break up with you. It's really the only thing to do. And she's like, okay, Natalie told me. Yeah. And he's like, what? So, Natalie gets a text of her naked body in all the throw up. And she says, tell any... The principles of detection tell me when Jane took that picture, says, tell anybody. It's the friend. Tell anybody about this, and the photo goes online. Mm-hmm. I told you you'd regret it. So Natalie is pretty shook about that. Yeah. So Ben is like, she said that? She said all that? And he's like, yes. Yeah. He even going to deny it. He's like, look, we were fighting a lot back then. I thought we were going to break up. We were on a break, but that's not an excuse, okay? That's not an excuse. No. So he's trying to talk his way out of it. She's like, fuck you. You're not. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you want me to forgive you? I'm not going to. Yeah. We're going to break up like this, he's like, I know it doesn't matter that we were on a break. He brought it up again. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. We were on a break. So what happens is she basically says, listen, I got a scheme in the works here and I'm going to need your help. Natalie's going to help me with some money. Tells him what's going on. And he's like, no, this is wrong. Where did you get this photo? And she's like, I took it. Like, I was there.
Yeah.
He flips out and he says no. And she says, listen, if you don't help me with this, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we are breaking up, just so you know.
Yeah.
So they're doing the interview, fake as shit. They do it. Elliot fucks up and they have to cut and go back. In between, the talk show host is talking to Natalie and he's like, yeah, my son went over there to live in Tokyo. She's like, oh yeah, how was it? Because she keeps saying, oh, getting swept away in the crowds is hard. It's easy to do. And talking it up.
Yeah.
What the talk show host tells her is, yeah, well, he only had a few friends and that was only at work. So he didn't really have a social circle there. And the only time he did get to speak with them was at work. And honestly, he wouldn't say it, but I could tell he was extremely lonely.
Yeah.
And this kind of shakes her. So they restart and bring it back. Hey, run it back from the top. All right. Start asking the same questions again. And it really just shows her like, he's like, oh, at least you had fun though, right?
Yeah,
and she was like, oh,
she definitely
yeah.
had the same experience.
She
sure.
look at her. She was like, yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the dumps.
Yep.
Real bad. So he's talking about it. Hey, it's always proud to have some Aussies doing good, right? So the girls are texting each other. Be at Rocket Park at midnight. Contact the police and it goes online. Do anything else other than what you're told, it goes online. Basically, don't fuck with me. She says, hey, I have a whole day of shooting tomorrow. We'll have to kind of plan around that. But like 2 a.m., is that straight? She goes, yeah, don't be late. Jane is talking to her mom, tells her, hey, I'm going to meet with friends. How's you and Steve? Oh, we're fine. Are you sure, Mom? I really think, no, we're fine. We're fine. It's,
Right.
Listen, if I'm careful with my saving and stuff, I may be able to get a house. And the mom says, that's good. And she says, really? And she goes, of course. Which, obvious the mom is pretty bummed about it. Doesn't want her to move out. I'll just say it now. Ben's calling and he goes, hey, I've been thinking like, hypothetically, if I did help, what would I do? She says, I just need someone with me to get the money. And he says, okay, I'll help. So it shows the same red box from earlier. Shows her open and it shows 2 Court of Owls masks, basically. And then she pulls out that knife we were talking about at the beginning. Ben talking about he had to borrow his dad's huge black shirt because all his black shirts had bands on it.
Yeah.
And she's holding the knife and he loses it. No, we're not doing that. No, we're just going to keep it in the bag. It's just in case. No. And she's like, you're not telling me what I'm doing. He's like, fine, just be careful with it, babe. He goes in to kiss her. She is like eyes open, like kind of taken aback, and then kind of gives in and starts French kissing him, man, like a lot of tongue. While she's holding the knife and her hand's shaking. The mom is watching TV. She's going through some old DVR stuff, trying to find something to watch.
Yeah.
She finds Good Mornings, which is what the show that Natalie is on. So she is watching Natalie's episode now. And Natalie is at a photo shoot. They're watching the interview. Jane is packing up all her knife and mask and getting ready to leave. It shows Steve, the stepdad, confirming he is at a hotel banging some other woman. So he is a piece of shit cheater for sure. Obviously,
It wasn't
you don't do barbecues at 9 p.m.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's because a lot of times if they're not cheating, it's because they're doing something really awesome and there's a confusion that they're cheating and they're actually like a really cool guy. They're like working a second job to help buy a ring for their wife or
something like that. Rare though.
Yeah, but it does
Most
happen.
of the time they're cheating.
Yeah. It happens once in a blue moon.
People suck, bro.
Yeah.
People fucking suck. So this is really crazy. It's showing what the interview and Natalie are talking about, what the interviewer and Natalie are talking about. And as she's doing this, it's showing the mom watching TV, the dad cheating. It's showing Jane packing her knife and her mask. And she says, listen, being famous, it's nice being back home with real friends because you know that they're real friends. And they don't care that you're famous. They don't care about any of that while they're showing all this awful shit that's happening. It's pretty rough, right? So they're in the park. They have their mask on. Natalie walks up and Ben is there. He walks up. She's getting texted by Jane still. Hand over the money. We'll delete the photo. She gives Ben the money. It showed her at the ATM pulling all the money out. She gives it to Ben, but she's holding mace. She pulls it out, shoots him in the face with the mace. He falls down to the ground. She kicks him like 2 or 3 times. As she grabs the money, takes his mask off, and she goes, hi, Ben. it's still getting text, leave the money and go or else. And she shows a picture of the tiny little Swiss Army knife with the blade out. It's like, or else.
Yeah.
Natalie stands up. She's holding the envelope and it shows her look at it and then throw it on the ground next to Ben. She steps over Ben and walks straight towards Natalie. Crunch, 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 like 8 panels where it just says crunch of the leaves. She's holding the knife. Natalie's getting closer. Her hand's shaking. The knife is vibrating. Natalie gets closer and Natalie just walks right past her. Doesn't say a word. Just walks straight past her into the woods and disappears. Jane drops the knife, runs up and finds Ben. Now, this is a little flashback in the last bit of this end of the book here. It's showing Natalie on the floor covered in puke. It's showing her getting drugged through the puke, taking into the room and thrown on the bed and cleaned up and dressed. And she's digging through her luggage. She finds the box of condoms, which she squirts some hand soap inside of it, ties a knot and throws it in the trash can. And then she cleans up the puke. And that's what it was showing, the flashback of that.
Yeah.
She is in the woods now. Ben is still on the ground like, oh, my fucking eyes. This
Yeah,
hurts.
you would be. That shit sucks ass.
So he's mad. He's like, you act like you don't care about me. She's like, look, it's all here. The money's all here. She's like counting it.
Got it.
He's like, you're acting, I want a little sympathy. He starts yelling, dude. He's like, I told you this would fucking happen. You didn't listen to me. So after his little tantrum, she's gone. He didn't hear her walk off because he was yelling, but she's gone. The phone rings. He yelling at her through the phone once she picks it up. And she basically says, yeah, I can't forgive you. We're done, and hangs up on him. So she actually looks up, looking at the woods at a fucking crow or a raven or something. And she's smiling.
Yeah.
And this shows Natalie going back to her hotel, laying in bed, and she texts or gets in touch with Elliot and says, hey, I know it's late right now. Can we talk? Ben is calling her. Ben texts Jane now, hey, I need to tell you about something that happened at the park. When Natalie picked up the money, she goes, you know, this is like nothing to me now. This amount, this is shit to me. I make this in like 10 minutes.
Right.
You could have just asked. I would have given you all of it. Yeah, that's what I was
wondering.
She said, I would have given you all of it and more. You could have had it. And fuck it, here. She can have it now. I guess this makes us even. So she walks away. And that's when you see her look at the envelope and drop it. That's what she was talking to Ben about. So Ben is calling and she just letting it ring. She goes into her mom's room. She goes, where's Steve? He's gone. Where is he? I don't know. He doesn't tell me anything. She crawls in the bed and tells her mom, I got a house. It's showing Natalie. She's in bed with Elliot. He's all passed out. And it shows them in bed. Hey, I got the house. I'll be moving out soon. And it just shows the mom open her eyes because she was sleeping. And then it says, Mom, and then it ends.
Okay.
This comic is the one comic that has made me feel more than any of the other ones.
Yeah,
ever.
Really.
Ever. This left like a little pit in my chest, man. This was, oh man, like, you meant to think Natalie is self-centered and materialistic when in actuality she is the nice person just trying to live her life.
Yeah.
You think Jane, the protagonist, is this nice person when she is absolutely rotten the whole time. She's rotten to her mom. She's trying to bail on her.
Yeah.
She's rotten to her boyfriend until he cheats on her, and then it's kind of justified. But she sets this awful, awful thing up to screw over her friend. They were best friends when they were young, apparently. Like, they talked when they were in college. So they talked about them hanging out all the time together. So at the end, it was just it left with a weird feeling in my stomach. I was keeled over, man. I was like, damn, this was rough. This was really rough. Just the backstabbing and the betrayal, and so realistic. This shit happens every day. People are like this, and it was done so well.
Yeah.
The dialogue and story is absolutely incredible.
It's real smooth.
I give it up to Chris Gooch.
Nice.
Now, the art is incredible, but incredibly simplistic. You like my critic thing right there? Super simplistic, though.
It is.
Very empty backgrounds. They'll be on a couch, and the giant wall behind them will have absolutely nothing on it. The faces, how are the
Fully blank.
faces?
It's
Super...
It's like fully blank.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
like this.
giant panels
Yeah.
with just nothing there. Walls where no pictures, no mirrors, no nothing. White backgrounds, red backgrounds, complete black backgrounds. Damn, that was tough. But this was a wild story. I mean, the art, like I said, simplistic, but you know what? I didn't mind it at all.
Yeah.
Despite it being super simplistic and empty, didn't mind it. I think it added to the whole bleakness of this whole fucking comic, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it really did. This was awesome. If it makes you feel anything like that, then it did its fucking job.
Oh, yeah.
And it left me a little curled with like a little rotten pit in my stomach, just going like, God damn. I didn't like any of this.
Yeah.
These people, man. And she got her house. She got her room. She's happy. She got everything she wanted.
This is the good ending.
I guess it is. It
Yeah.
could have gone way worse with
Yeah.
a stabbing or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And just the buildup, the fact that, like, as a comic reader, you'd be like, oh, man, I wish she would have stabbed her. That would have been crazy. The fact that she was right there and the tension I felt and how close it felt like Jane could stab her was more impactful than I think actually fighting her
Yeah.
was, because it felt so real. This woman is so, like, out of it that she very well could stab her old friend right now. If Natalie went to attack her or something, she would probably stab her. I know she would have.
Yeah.
This bitch is crazy.
Yeah, obviously.
All these people were rotten, and it was awesome. I love that shit.
It's good. Some good writing.
It was, great writing. Give it up, like, for real. Gooch joint, incredible writer. Great story. I liked it.
A bang, a bang, a boom.
Bing, bang, boom. This is Matt versus Adam.
Best part of the show.
This is where we take a random character generator and we see who would win between who he gets and who I get.
That's right.
I got Tails, which could normally be a cool
It
pick.
is a good pick. It genuinely is.
But he got a god from the Lamb, from the Cult of the Lamb.
Cult
so
of the Lamb. I am the Lamb.
This is over. It's over. There's no chance. Tails really doesn't win.
Better fight than you would think than a Cthulhu
I
god.
mean, I have
cult.
superhuman strength and superhuman ability, but
Yes.
the magic on top of already superhuman strength with teleport,
Yeah.
with additional spells
Magic,
and abilities.
elemental magic,
Yeah.
soul manipulation. So I could manipulate your soul.
Yeah, and I'm not Sonic fast.
No.
So it's not like I can blitz you like Sonic and Knuckles could before we even fight.
Oh, I just noticed one that I didn't read to you before we started recording. Necromancy and vampirism.
The only way I would have a chance is if he was Super Tails.
Yeah.
If he had all
What's
seven...
that? What's that give you? Just upgraded everything?
Super Saiyan, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he would smoke him.
Yeah.
Like all that magic might help, but he's just so fast and strong.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Sonic go Super Saiyan? It's
Yeah.
literally Super Saiyan.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
even
saying
turns
it
gold.
wrong.
He turns gold,
They turn
too.
gold, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it just enhances everything that can fly
Gotcha.
without using his tails. He's just floating.
Okay.
Superhuman, beyond superhuman strength, speed, everything. They're
Yeah.
just... It's literally a Super Saiyan transformation, but I have no chance against this thing.
Yeah, I'm just one step above you.
And
Yeah,
even-
yeah. I'm not a full like god, but I serve a god.
I mean, Tails might get some hits in.
He could. I feel like he would for real.
Like, and it might go on for a minute, but I don't see him winning. I don't see any instance where he's winning.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I guess he could just because of the way numbers work. You're gonna win sometimes.
I mean, Tails is
And you're
close
not-
enough to
you're not-
blitz you.
You're not weak and an idiot. You're not like a little kid or something.
No, and he is a master engineer, and what we say is if you have gadgets, you have stuff.
Right.
You would just have what you normally would carry, meaning if like Tails or Batman wouldn't have the stuff geared specifically for you,
Mm-hmm.
which if you gave Tails prep time, he could totally make a bunch of gadgets and machines that
Right.
would stop all your bullshit or whatever. Like,
Do something.
yeah,
good.
he could do
Yeah.
that, but this is no prep time where we're out eating at dinner and then we step out of the restaurant, see each other, and start fighting.
Fight on sight.
Yeah, so I don't see any way of him winning. I mean, a lucky splits
Yeah.
and he slits your throat, but
Something, yeah.
I mean, which you have immortality,
We're both
but that
little guys.
That would count.
We're both little guys.
Yeah, you're a little lamb.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm some giant guy and I can
mean,
just stomp you. So that's in your favor.
Maybe if someone's educated enough in both Sonic and Cult of the Lamb,
Right.
and you think Tails has a chance, let us know.
Yeah.
Because, here we go. We're on Instagram at Flipping Pages 24. We're on TikTok at Flipping Pages 24. We're on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. New episodes release every Thursday on all platforms and YouTube. New episodes of The Dollar Bin release on Monday on all platforms and YouTube. Best way to support us: follow, like, subscribe, rate, review on the platforms, the socials, YouTube, all that stuff. You know what to do, the internet buttons.
That's right.
And because I cut him off, it's 4138, Adam.
Yep. That's right.
Is that the episode?
I think so.
I think so too. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.